Hello, everyone. Hello, loves. I just want to say to all of you, happy Thanksgiving Eve. So, yes, because tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and I hope you're all getting ready for, the big holiday where you're very thankful for what you have and how far you've come, and look where you are as of today. So, Thanksgiving really plays a huge role in what we're really thankful for, especially all the loved ones and everyone we know in our lives as ever. So today I'm making a poem video. This is number 224. The last one I did was 223. And the last one I did was me reading my top five poems that you may have heard me read before, but decided to put it together with my top five being mentioned. So for today's poem, I got a very good one. As a matter of fact, I just wrote it this afternoon a few hours ago, and came out so good that I'm really desperate, and I'm dying to. I'm really desperate to read this to you guys. So this is gonna be amazing. You know, I always love doing my art and poetry on my YouTube channel because that's what makes me who I am very, very much. My own character, as you can tell. So for today's poem, I'm gonna tell you about this before I read it. My poem is based on a TV show that I watched a few weeks ago, and this was during throughout the it was throughout this month, and it was on Hulu representing FX. It was also based off the book of how times were back in the 1970s, especially where Ireland was known for its famous, you know what movement that was going on when you saw much crazy and chaos happening like always. So yeah. So the name of the poem I'm going to read to you, and it's based off the TV show representing FX on Hulu. The name of the show is called Say Nothing. Yes. And if you've never watched the show, I recommend you do because it's very good. I remember when I started, I remember a few weeks ago when the show debuted, which was on November 14th, which was a Thursday. I start, yeah, it was a Thursday. So I was looking at my calendar. So yeah, it was a Thursday. I started watching the first two episodes. And then I think it was Friday night. The next day, which was a Friday, the 15th. I started watching the next two, and the next thing you know, throughout the weekend, I started watching like six, seven, eight, and nine. Yeah, 6, 7, 8, and 9 throughout. Yeah. It was 6, 7. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, hold on. I got it wrong. Was it nine? I think there were 9 episodes. Yeah, it was like I watched 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 throughout the show, and it was very good. It just talks about how times were back then, especially when you have two sisters who want to teach the UK a lesson about what happens when they take everything that was always like hold dear to them. So yeah, that explains how times were back then in the 1970s in Ireland with the whole IRA movement just coming out about. So yeah, so my name of the poem, just like the name of the TV show, is called "Say Nothing." So prepare to be amazed. I'm reading this to you guys right now. And if you ever want to hear me read this again, I'd be glad to do an encore. So yeah. So here we go. Say Nothing by Denzel Kloss. This is the story of two sisters and their unforgivable dice. They grew up in a country where all was never nice. A movement was being formed with many bombs going off. The explosion is never forgotten when something goes boom. The untold truth comes with a fellow caught in the crosshair. Life is not the same when smoke invades the beloved air. Dolores and Marion, those are the two sisters, Dolores and Marion Price were two darlings part of the IRA regime. A regime that was the symphony of a nightmare not going away. The war between UK and Ireland never came to a closing end. Even if you try to make things right with a mend. Yeah, even if you try to make things right with a mend. Yeah, sorry about that. The Price sisters took matters into their own hands, looking for a way to get justice settled on their terms. You never forget how history isn't ignored with anarchy let loose. Many fellows have tried to end the severe war for many decades. History not only repeats, but also revisits from where it all started. The reckoning never stopped until a huge reach in the 90s. Ireland's bloodbath story tells about how times were. While looking back, you pictured how the memories came about. The sound of resistance led to an unbelievable shout. Doris and Marion fought very much for what needed to be done. They did face the repercussions that came looking for them, but they didn't back down from the ambush of a system. Remember these words, say nothing. Two sisters fighting for an absolute united Ireland. And I'm going to show you the picture of what looked like the cover of the TV show that was first being introduced as a trailer on FX on Hulu. You've probably seen this. If not, yeah, I'm showing it to you right now. And I apologize for the sun being in the way because right now it is afternoon season. I'm sorry. I wish the sun would stop being in the way all the time, especially with the sunlight. Hold on. I think we're getting somewhere. Yeah, wait. Stop getting in my way, son. I hate when you do this crap. Now everything's about you. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to make it. Yeah. Oh, here we go. See, if I get closer, there you go. Like it says, remember these words, say nothing, two sisters, fighting for an absolute united Ireland. And I've also heard the book that someone told me about. So yeah, there's a reason why the book became a TV show representing FX on Hulu. All right. I feel like reading it again, so I did promise you an encore, so here we go. Say Nothing by Denzel Kloss. This is the story of two sisters and their unforgivable dice. They grew up in a country where all was never nice. A movement was being formed with many bombs going off. The explosion is never forgotten when something goes boom. The untold truth comes with a fellow caught in the crosshair. Life is not the same when smoke invades the beloved air. Dollars and Marion Price were two darlings part of the IRA regime, a regime that was the symphony of a nightmare not going away. The war between UK and Ireland never came to a closing end, even if you try to make things right with a mend. The Price sisters took matters into their own hands, looking for a way to get justice settled on their terms. You never forget how history isn't ignored with anarchy let loose. Many fellows have tried to end the severe war for many decades. History not only repeats, but also revisits from where it all started. The reckoning never stopped until a huge reach in the 90s. Ireland's bloodbath tell oh, sorry. Ireland's bloodbath story tells about how times were. While looking back, you picture how the memories came about. The sound of resistance led to an unbelievable shout. Dolores and Marion fought very much for what needed to be done. They did face the repercussions that came looking for them, but they didn't back down from the ambush of a system. Remember these words, say nothing, two sisters fighting for an absolute united Ireland. Get close. Like I said, remember these words, say nothing, two sisters fighting for an absolute united Ireland. There you have it, my friends. Sorry, there you have it, my friends. That was the poem that I read called Say Nothing, based on a TV show on FX on Hulu called Say Nothing. I hope you loves enjoyed this. You're more than welcome to watch this. I mean, I'm so glad I got to do this afternoon as of right now because it's happening as I'm about to wrap things up. You're more than welcome to watch this again. Like I said, I read this twice. The second one was an encore, so yeah, yeah. Oh, and another thing, my Goodwin University diploma came in this afternoon, so it is official. I have my associate's degree in human services for my huge involvement in the autism community. So I'm so very glad this. Yeah, I really reached my destination, and that's like the best part about my destination as ever. So I'm very thrilled, happy, and proud of myself for keep going, as we all know it. So yeah. When you're autistic and you make a difference in this world, you know a difference is always made, especially to those who felt like they were lost, abandoned, and alone, and even non-existent, but they're not. Because I've been in that place. Because I've been in their place before, and I'm so sorry, and I'm so very glad I got to get where I am right now, helping more fellows on the spectrum be aware of things in the real world. Like I said, and I told everyone, especially those who have loved ones and who are also happen to be on the autism spectrum, the real world, I repeat, the real world is not very easy. It's not an easy place to deal with. You gotta be aware of things like situations you don't want to fall into, and also be aware of what you see you know very little of. It's always best to stay away and just be on your way, in a way of being on with your business. So yeah, I'm very glad I reached my destination. I'm still at Autism Families Connecticut, and I'm also working at another autism program. I know this autism program very much because I've known them going back to my days of going to their after school program when I was in high school. And now I have returned to that place, this time as an employee, helping with more fellows on the spectrum, children, teens, and young adults, making them feel very, very welcome and understanding. I mean, want them to feel very, very welcome versus their well being and their wishes gone against by those who could care less. Especially those that would love to be paid by the effing by the well I said effing sorry yeah who love to be paid by the hour. So yeah, but other than that, I'm very proud where I am, and making the most out of my destination is always a very good thing. Always remember that. Sorry, that's my mom. So yeah. So other than that, I say this to your loves. You're more welcome to watch this this poem video 224. So yeah. Other than that, this is 224 with my poems called "Say Nothing." So other than that, you're more welcome to watch it. So yeah. Other than that, loves, I want to say thank you for your time. Take care. And by the way, happy Thanksgiving. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Make the most out of tomorrow. And please have a wonderful and glorious time spending time with loved ones and family. So, yes, other than that, take care, loves, and happy Thanksgiving.